Good advice to keep rodents out of the camper. Now, this is going to be more for mice, rats, because bugs won't do too much to hurt your camper. Now, the mice and rats, when I tell you that I've seen mice and rats total a Class A, I'm not kidding, because if they get in there deep enough and they start chewing up wiring, the labor involved to repair said wiring and all these things that they've damaged ends up being about the cost of the coach, especially when you consider all the places they've been bedding and using as the bathroom. It's not healthy, so it needs to be cleaned the right way, which usually involves taking a lot of things apart and putting them back together. And that's only the stuff you can really find. But anyway, the Irish Spring thing, I promise you, doesn't work. I hear lots of people talk about Irish Spring, and I promise you 90% of the time I find bars of soap Irish Spring chewed up, half of them missing. The mice eat it. Dryer sheets, I can't say they're effective. The essential oils, I've seen mouse and rodent damage on coaches that have all of those things. If you want my honest opinion on places I've seen it the least, is when you have the ultrasonic sound producers that keep rodents away. Those ultrasonic sound emitters, I can honestly say that any of the coaches I've dealt with massive amounts of damage, they haven't had those. And the ones that do have them, I rarely see any kind of mouse damage. You got to buy the good ones, though. They do have some that are battery powered, that don't need to be plugged in. And again, I personally think they're effective. The biggest one is having zero, and I mean zero, edible items in there. Yes, it's impossible to get rid of all the nesting items, but don't give them a reason to go in there, because if they smell food and they find food, they're going to nest there, and they will turn anything into nesting, including your wires. I know for sure there's some professional grade chemical style, like sprays and stuff, that would work as well, but not everybody feels the same way about those. I personally wouldn't use them because I have kids in my camper, and it's such an enclosed space to have the fumes from those chemicals. So I don't know about that. I can tell you the Brillo pads and stuff in the corners and crevices doesn't work. If they can't get in there, they're going to chew in somewhere else and just cause more damage. So my two biggest tips are going to be the ultrasonic sound emitters, high quality ones, and zero food. And I mean zero food, nothing they can eat in the camper. You can also try some of the essential oils and things like that. I can't speak on them personally, but I see them spoken about very highly in a lot of RV groups and camper groups. So I can only assume they work well, but again, I don't want to speak on them if I don't particularly know about them. And of course, regular inspections of the coach help as well, because mice hate people, probably just as much as we dislike them.